Hey gang, it's me, your resident Mario Kart enjoyer. I'm now halfway through the course ranking videos I have planned for every single Mario Kart game, and I'm slowly but surely gearing up for the big one at the end. The ranking of all 96 courses in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You'd think between that, DS, 7, and Super Mario Kart, that I wouldn't want to talk about Mario Kart any more than I have to because I might get sick of it. Well, you'd be a fool for thinking that. There's one other thing I need to discuss. See, I was looking at this graphic of every course that isn't currently in 8 Deluxe, and thinking about how much Mario Kart Wii fans like me are eating. I mean, 9 of the 16 Nitro courses from Wii are in 8 Deluxe. More than half. Plus, it's more than likely the whole pack is gonna end with Wii Rainbow Road. Oh, but Moonview Highway replaced it! Yeah, or it replaced something else, you don't know. But whatever, let's be safe and assume Wii Rainbow Road isn't coming back. Even so, it's not like this lineup of 7 has gone entirely ignored. I mean, Mario Kart Tour has had a boatload of Wii courses lately, specifically Daisy Circuit, Dry Dry Ruins, and of course, Rainbow Road. Meaning there are currently only 4 out of 16 courses in Mario Kart Wii that have never been remade in any capacity. Which ones are those? Well, we got Luigi Circuit and Mario Circuit. Okay, who gives a shit? Tour obviously has enough of those archetypes. And even though Wii Bowser's Castle was a much better course than those two, the same pretty much applies, you know. There's a ton of Bowser's Castles in Tour. Overall, it makes perfect sense why these 3 courses are some of the only ones that have never been remade before from Wii. But then, dear viewer, there's the last of these tracks. You clicked on this video, you know what it is. How in the ever-loving has Toad's Factory not come back in at least Tour yet? It doesn't have the same excuse as the other 3, because there's nothing else like it. There are no other factory-like courses in any game in the series. And it's not like N64 Wario Stadium where nobody really cares about it. No. This is a fan favorite. I see a ton of people talking about how much they want Toad's Factory back. Even though it wasn't in 7, Tour, or 8. I feel like it's discussed and praised just as much as Koopa Cape or Mushroom Gorge. Maybe not quite on the same level as Coconut Mall or Maple Treeway, but I guarantee you that most people who played Wii adore this course. I don't need to sell you on Toad's Factory, but I guess since this is the first ever YouTube analysis video all about it, I probably should just go over the details real quick. Basically, in universe, this seems to be the factory where the famous item boxes are made, which is the cutest idea of all time. You traverse these conveyor belts and try and dodge these stamps coming down from the ceiling, only to get to the part with more conveyor belts going left and right, carrying crates for you to dodge. Then you get to this part with the curved conveyor belts. There's a lot of conveyor belts in this course, could you tell? Racing past the blaring alarm sirens in the boiler room, and making your way to the final section where giant excavators go back and forth, blocking the ramps you need to use in order to get through this mud. It's a course with a brilliant, perfectly executed vision. One where the overall theme and the way the track is designed go hand in hand to make something truly special. Oh, and the music. So whimsical and fun, with big band energy that perfectly encapsulates how bustling and manic this wonderful track really is. It's just as unique and well thought out of a concept as many other fan favorites over the years, like the courses set in a shopping mall, pinball machine, or cruise ship. But like, you see the difference here, right? These 3 courses were brought back in Mario Kart 7, a game that really prioritized fan favorites for its retro selection. Then they made their way to the mobile game, and finally returned in glorious HD for the Booster Course Pass. Okay, I mean, I guess the jury's out about Coconut Mall's look being glorious in this game, but the point is, Nintendo constantly acknowledges their fan favorite status. They know which courses the fan base likes. Sometimes they mess up a bit and don't pick them, but at the very least, they'll give popular fan favorite courses a shot in the mobile game. Which is why, once again, I must ask, where the hell is Toad's Factory? This isn't just me being upset that one of my favorite courses never came back. It's just like, logic, where's the logic? Like, we all get something out of this. The fans get to see Toad's Factory Their Beloved come back, and the tour team probably won't have that hard of a time making it. It's a relatively simple course, and they have all the conveyor belt assets already made. So, what the hell are they waiting for? This doesn't even make any sense! This is disgusting! It's disgusting! You're fucking heartless! So naturally, I knew there had to be more to this story. There's no way Nintendo would just not bring back one of their most popular courses for no reason. No. There had to be some sort of deeper conspiracy going on. So I did a bit of digging, and I found some rather unsavory things. Basically, Toad's Factory has been rather problematic in terms of the way it treats its workers. Now, I know what you're thinking. What workers? We didn't see any workers on the track. Well, that's because this race course is what Toad wants the public to see. In the lower levels, there are tons of Toad workers who often spend 12 to 14 hours a day packaging the item boxes with mushrooms, shells, and even hazardous materials like banana peels or lightning. Apparently, there have been a ton of workplace accidents on the factory floor that Nintendo and Toad have collectively swept under the rug. Plus, the Toads aren't allowed to go to the bathroom for longer than 2 minutes. They only get 5-minute lunch breaks throughout the entire workday, and on top of that, they have to listen to the Toad's Factory theme all day. Which is a banger, don't get me wrong. But every day for 12 to 14 hours? Yeah, being exposed to any song for that long would cause you to go insane. But the real kicker here is that the Toads are only paid 7 coins an hour, which is the minimum wage in the Mushroom Kingdom. Many Toad factories are struggling to make ends meet, especially with the economy struggling as much as it is. I mean, I bet even the Toad in charge of the factory isn't making too much. What? He makes 1.5 billion coins a year? What the hell is one Toad gonna do with all those coins? Like, seriously, what does he need them for? So, ultimately, my conclusion is that Nintendo simply doesn't want to bring this track back because thrusting Toad's Factory back into the spotlight means people would start investigating its unethical business practices, which is the last thing Nintendo wants. They're a corporation. They don't care about how the Toad workers are treated. They just don't want to lose their valuable business partner who supplies them with item boxes for their races. The less attention there is on Toad's Factory for them, the better. Which is why it's likely never coming back in any future Mario Kart game. And even though it's incredibly fun to race on, this is probably for the best. Watch, it's gonna get announced for tour like 2 weeks after this video comes out. Also, watch people in the comments say, you do know Toad's Factory isn't real, right? I think that says more about your intelligence than mine if you thought I was being serious. But here's something I was serious about. Toad does not need to make that many goddamn coins.